Cool FM presents Pop Culture. Hosted by Andres Clemente. Get ready to dive into entertainment news and amazing music. Ready, set, go.
Hello. Welcome to Pop Culture. I'm Andres Clemente, your host, and I hope you guys are having a great Friday because it is the last day of the week, and after today, we get what we like to call the weekend, and I do love the weekend. We have a very special show for you guys today. I want to focus today on quarantine living with kids, but I also really want to focus on special dates that happened during quarantine. For example, Father's Day, anniversaries, birthdays, etc., because we've had to settle a little bit in how we celebrate. We can't go out to a restaurant. We can't go out to a club. We can't go out to a picnic. It's really limiting right now how you celebrate a special date. So I have a special guest for this. Luis Ignacio Hernandez, or commonly known as Nacho Hernandez, will join me. He's a good friend of the show right after this. So do not leave. We'll be right back.
I love pop culture.
And we are back with Pop Culture. I'm Andres Clemente, your host. And I hope you guys are ready for this because let me introduce to you a good friend of the show and what I like to call a man with a plan, Nacho Hernandez. How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Hey, Andres. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
There you go, man.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us once again. It's always a pleasure. How you doing?
It's all great. Within the actual context, we're, pulling through. You know how it is.
I was going to ask you.
Selling pizzas, raising kids, and doing everything.
There you go. I love the fact that your intro is selling pizzas like crazy.
Yeah, it's been a crazy time. Definitely.
I gotta be honest. You're one of the restaurants that stayed open the whole time. You were like, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we believe this as a brand and as a restaurant. We were offering a service, especially because it was included in the law. Like it was an exception because people need to eat. People need access to certain food, and our first priority was our employees and making sure they kept safe. And anything after that was providing a service for everybody. And that's what we've been doing ever since. We never closed our doors. We've always been open.
There you go. For people who are a little out of context, Nacho works for Papa John's. Yes, Papa John's. And he is we are giving away 2 family-sized pizzas right here on the show during his segment. Thank you so much for doing that, my friend.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody, give the people what they want.
You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned because we're going to ask a couple trivia questions. And the first person to write to me at the WhatsApp, 6301-2810. I repeat, 6301-2810 will get a free family-sized pizza from Papa John's. That's awesome. Anyways, man, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. You have kids. You have 2 kids, correct?
I have 2 kids, Isabella and Ignacio, ages 7 and 4.
There you go, 7 and 4, right on the sweet spot. So you've been doing the whole homeschooling thing or no?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the kids, they log on online every morning to 2 or 3 classes on like a Zoom meeting or something like that.
Okay. How's their attention span during those Zoom meetings?
It's a challenge.
Okay.
I mean, after repetition, and I just want to state that I'm no expert in any type of education or anything like that.
How dare you say that?
Soldier I'm just a fellow comrade or soldier in the front lines of trying to raise kids while everybody's at home doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And, so it's pretty much everybody can relate that after a few weeks, the kids have gotten used to it. Like the paradigm has shifted. Now it's not about interrupting class. It's about opening or closing the microphone while the teacher is trying to do something. And, sometimes you hear the teacher kind of call out a student like, hey, kids, if anybody's at home listening, please turn off your microphone. And, they're kind of saying it to the kids, but they're really saying it to the parents, hoping they're around. And, the teachers are counting on you as a parent to be there and kind of control the kids, which is a challenge because we're still working or we're still doing something.
Exactly.
It's like multitasking at its best or its worst, any way you want to look at it.
I completely agree. I have to ask, is the 7-year-old already fully independent that she can do the mic? She understands Zoom perfectly, or no, you still need to help her out a little bit?
No, yeah, she knows, she can handle the tech. She knows the program.
Okay.
Digital native. The kids nowadays are digital natives and using an iPad or a tablet or anything. It kind of comes in their DNA somehow. It's more trouble of getting them, keep them in interest. Boredom is your first enemy while homeschooling.
I completely agree. I got to be honest. In my experience, I have a 2-year-old, and me and my wife were like, "This is not worth it," and we are not doing it anymore. We gave up. I think a 2-year-old. We were like, "Is it really important that she does homeschool now?" We put her in front of the Zoom, and she would lose interest in about a minute, maybe 30 seconds, and we were like, "This is completely not worth it." So we moved on. We could say we moved on. We give her activities at home, but the Zoom thing is not really her thing. And she's actually right now really tired of screens. Like, we put her on the phone like, "Hey, your grandma's on," and she's like, "I don't care. I don't want to say hi." She wants to see people in person.
They're very of course. I mean, like for example, I was able to go out with my daughter yesterday because we went to an eye exam.
Okay.
And just the fact that she saw driving through the corridor and seeing the buildings, it's like, wow, it's like we're back from a 100-day vacation. It's pretty much like that because, I mean, kids are the ones that have been most affected by this whole situation, staying at home and behind doors.
I think especially the kids your age, because the kids your age are all into for the outdoors to run and play, and they can't. Like, I imagine at the beginning they were fine with it, but I'm assuming 4 months in, they're a little angsty, no?
Oh, yeah, and I mean, they all the time say, "Oh, I hate the virus, I can't see my friends. I hate the virus, I can't go to the playground. I hate this." They of course like having the TV time or the downtime, and there's the only upside I've seen from this is that we see each other all the time. I mean, I'm not 8 hours away. They can come in and hug me and see me anytime, which is, it's a big payoff. But in the end, this is very hard on them, especially their age, where they know they have other possibilities. Maybe a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old is already used to staying home ecosystem one way or another.
I gotta be honest. I'm today, in particular, right now, I'm going through a hard time because in my house, she's 2 years old. So see, we're trying to do the potty training and stuff, and I am the stricter one of both parents, so I'm the bad guy.
Uh-huh.
So right now,
I kind of have that. I'm hard time believing that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy, and it's all about mom right now. It's all about mom, dad. No, today I was trying to give her a shower, and the shampoo part came up, and I was like, "Okay, get in the shower to take out the shampoo. Close your eyes." She's like, "I don't want to," and I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna try to be cool about it." They're like, "You want me like with a little recipient to like pour water on your head, and that way?" No. And I was like, "Baby, we gotta take out the shampoo," and we were there maybe 5 minutes too long, to the point that I was like, "Screw it," and I forced the water on top of her, and you can imagine the concert of crying that happened. And right after the concert of crying was, "I never want to shower with daddy again," and the heart breaks. So it's all about mom right now. I am super the bad guy. I'm not in her good graces.
But I'm pretty sure this is not like strictly strict to the current situation. I think this is parenting 101. It doesn't matter if it's 2020 or 2018. We've all been there. Somebody's had to be the bad guy, all the favorites. I think the important thing is that you have your spaces with her that are more positively oriented, like kind of like having a movie time with dad or a snack time with dad that mommy doesn't know you're going to get a snack. So, she'll eventually understand that you are both strict and you can both be loose. And this is just a regular phase. It really doesn't have to be much with the virus or anything like that.
Thank you so much. That fills me up with hope and joy. Thank you so much for that, Nacho. That is nice. You mentioned the fact that your kids are watching TV. Do you guys do they have a favorite show? Do you know what like the calm down shows are? Those shows that they will get fixated enough that you were like, "Okay, don't touch them. They're fixated on the TV. We got about half an hour of silence." Do you have those kind of shows?
I think that's a very complex subject because I think you really want to live. I mean, I think sometimes you feel guilty that they have so much screen time because it's the easiest escape you have here.
Yes.
It's put them in front of the TV, you're giving them an iPad. So maybe that's not really directly answering your question, but it's very hard because you're more aware or conscious of how much TV they're getting or not getting. So what they're watching is very important.
Yes.
Sometimes we just let them watch something and they've scrolled down to some shows that are dubious at best or questionable, even if they're in the kids section. So we try to be really aware of what they're watching. And one thing that's been really positive is also knowing that there's an equal amount of positive content out there. Like this past maybe 2-3 weeks, we discovered a show called Number Blocks.
Okay.
Which is really, it's on Netflix, a show about counting, and there are blocks that have like a anthropomorphic, that they're like
they can speak and stuff. Yeah.
Like this. Yeah, like the 1 is 1 little square block, and the 2 is 2 blocks together, and 9 is 9 blocks organized in a specific way. And they have all these songs, and both my 4-year-old and my 7-year-old are hooked on it. Okay. They love the songs, and they've been singing. And my 4-year-old is actually advancing math level just by watching this particular show. So I think my invitation to any parent, any parent listening, is take one specific time a week to see a specific menu of shows and kind of try and not force them, but take them towards that. Because there's a lot of, I don't know the name right now, but it ends in The Science Guy. It's not Bill Nye, The Science Guy. It's like
Bill Nye?
Some animation.
Okay.
It's like a kid. It's like a cartoonish or Muppet kid that solves problems through science, and he's the science kid or the science. I'm gonna look it up during the break.
Is it also on Netflix?
Yeah, most of the shows are on Netflix. Because we try to stay away from the video apps like YouTube or Happy Kids TV, because they really have no filter or content what they put in there. Maybe you see something in Legos, and then you see the Legos doing something that's very dubious at best.
Okay, interesting.
Because any people put content. There's like a Twitch, Twitch, this platform for videos while you play video games.
Yeah, thank God I'm not in that level right now. I'm still at 2.
Yeah, but like the other day I walked by and it was like 7 a.m. The kids got up at 6:30 a.m. and I go through the TV and they're watching somebody, a parent and a kid, that are recording themselves playing a video game. And the video game is like a WWE, the wrestling thing in the US. But it's wrestling characters from Disney or Sonic. It's like Mickey fighting Sonic.
Is it like Sonic Super Smash Brothers?
No, because it was a wrestling game, and like Sonic was hitting with Mickey over the head with a chair, and I'm like, what are you watching?
That's so weird.
This is 7 a.m. This is 7 a.m. They're both hooked because they got up before us, and now they know not to wake us and go straight to the TV. So it's very good that you open up a library of options of good shows, and there's plenty of good shows they can watch right now, and just kind of point them towards that direction because they can get hooked on good material.
Are there any shows that you can stand? Like, okay, we want to watch TV together. Let me put on a show that she can enjoy and I can enjoy myself as well. Have you found any shows like that?
I always go back to Pixar.
You always go to?
I always go back to Pixar.
Okay, that's good. Any
that's
favorite?
The one. Like
any favorite movies for Pixar for your kids?
Well, we love The Incredibles because the Incredibles family kind of match our family.
Oh, yeah.
Mom is Elastigirl. I'm Mr. Incredible. My kid is Dash. Isabella is.
Did you put your own title? Did you put the title yourself? Like, I'm Mr. Incredible? Done and done. Nobody's going to take that.
No. They love the role play. No, of course. Actually, since most of you don't know who I am, but Andres knows who I am, and I am redhead.
You kind of look like the guy. Yeah, you kind of.
Yeah, I gotta look like a bad guy, like Syndrome.
No, not like a bad guy. Come on. Have they ever made you Syndrome, the villain of the role play game?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm Mr. Incredible. I'm the dad.
But it's fun
the
though,
strongest man in the universe.
You are right, because Pixar does have the kind of movies that the whole family can really enjoy. And when I say can really enjoy, it's not like, oh, I can stand. No, I can really enjoy this because there's a lot of adult themes to Pixar films as much as kids.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing I've been watching is it's amazing to me, for example, like the Pokemon franchise, how much it's endured over the years.
Yeah.
Like I remember being in the 6th grade and playing the Pokemon cards at school, and now they are hooked on Pokemon. So we sit down and see the new series with them, and they love it, and they're playing Pikachu or this other guy, and they fight Pokemon, and it's amazing how when I was what age were we in 6th grade?
I have 11, no idea.
12, something like that. 10.
Yeah. I guess so.
We saw the same thing, And the kids go, and do you know all the Pokemon? I'm like, I know the first 15. Now there's like 1,000, but yeah, but it's a good connection. I do get tired eventually because, it's not Pixar. It doesn't have like double meaning or more profound purpose. So, that's something I stand. Eventually I get tired, but it's good having those sharing moments with them.
There you go. Good call. Okay, let's take a quick break, Nacho, and let's ask right off the bat for all my listeners out there. We're giving away one family-sized pizza from Papa John's to the first person to write us at 6301-2810 the following question. You got to answer the following question. What is Papa John's pizza of the month? They have a pizza of the month every month. What is this month, July's pizza of the month for Papa John's? The first person to write at 6301-2810, 6301-2810 will get a free family-sized pizza. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with Nacho Hernandez. And I want to talk to you about dates, about special dates, Father's Day, birthdays, anniversaries, how people are celebrating. Give us some ideas. Anyways, we'll be right back.
I need pop culture.
And we are back with Pop Culture. I'm Andres Clemente, your host. And thank you so much to Mariana for writing us. And she says, she answered in the form of a question. I think she's like playing Jeopardy, but she answered, is it 6 cheese? And yes, Mariana, it is 6 cheese, the pizza of the week for Papa John's. So congratulations. You are the proud winner of a family-sized pizza from Papa John's. Let's bring back my man, Nacho Hernandez, the provider of that pizza. Nacho, are you there, my friend?
I am right here, and congratulations to Mariana. Actually, the pizza of the month, it is 6 cheese.
Yes.
And we have a plus for the pizza of the month, which is we launched last month a new crust.
Okay.
Which we called garlic parmesan crust, which is in the regular crust of the pizza. We actually put some garlic sauce, the signature garlic sauce with some Parmesan cheese.
Oh, nice.
It goes in the oven before. So it melts and it becomes this crust with the bread that's like a breadstick at the end. Oh my God, you guys have to try it.
So wait, so
anybody who orders a pizza of the month will get that pizza crust automatically included in the base price.
Should we disqualify Mariana because of it? Because she didn't give the crust, or no? Should we take the answer?
No,
not being that mean.
No, because this is a plot. The specialty is 6 cheese, which is one of our. It's one of my favorites because it's got the regular mozzarella as a base, but it has provolone, it has parmesan, it has Asiago, and it's a mixture of delicious cheese. And it's such a cheesy pizza, and now with the crust, it's like oh my God. I think I'm gonna go to lunch right now.
Nice. Oh yeah, are you having some? I gotta be honest. I actually have tried this, and I gave it to my little girl, and she loved it. So it is all good. You are speaking of right now. It really is.
Yeah.
Let's continue on, my friend. You yesterday, congratulations. You celebrated an anniversary. Correct?
I did my 9th anniversary.
9th anniversary, 9 years, 2 kids. Man, that's a lifetime. That is a lifetime. Congrats. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anyways, I've known a lot of people that have gone through this, including me. My anniversary was March 29th, so we were also locked up in quarantine. My sisters in Miami also celebrated an anniversary, and a lot of people I've known have gone through the same thing. I have to ask, how do you adjust? How did you guys adjust to celebrate, or did you not celebrate at all?
Well, my wife did it awesomely. I did it terribly. I am a very big fan of the anniversary, as if I plan like so much time ahead thinking about the anniversary. And this year I dropped the ball. I have to be honest, this whole quarantine situation.
Oh, snap.
I basically, I almost forgot about it. But, my wife was great about it in the sense that we know this is a very different situation. And the truth is, not even anniversary, any date, any event, Mother's Day, the International Mother's Day that was a couple weeks ago on Father's Day.
the May one.
It's the May one, the May Mother's Day and the Father's Day. It's about keeping it to the essentials. We know we don't get to have a regular date with the kids, and we don't get to push them aside or something. So for example, my wife had the idea yesterday of watching our wedding video with the kids.
Oh, nice.
And it was about keeping it to the essentials. We ordered takeout. We had some sushi. Had a little wine. The kids were playing around. It's about keeping it the basics, keeping it special still.
Watching
the video for what was awesome. It was actually kind of weird, kind of
Yeah.
dusting out the DVD player. Kind of like our dads did when they took out the Betamax or the VHS.
Hey, first of all, congratulations on still having a DVD player. I'm a proud owner of 2 of them, and I'm glad I still use them. And second of all, did your
Well, like
Yeah.
I said, we took it out of the closet.
Oh, there you
dusting it
go.
out.
No, I'm a little more romantic about it. You can imagine. But did the kids enjoy the video? Did they recognize you?
Yeah, I mean, my 7-year-old was very happy about it, and she was dancing to the songs, and she was calling out everybody she saw, like, "Ooh, grandma, look, auntie this or uncle that." The youngest, the 4-year-old, she was mad that he wasn't there. Like, where am I?
Oh,
Why
really?
am I not in the video? Yeah.
I have to ask. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
that's
it was a huge party. Did your kids get embarrassed watching you guys dance and stuff, or no?
No.
Not at all.
Isabella is very romantic, and
Okay.
I bought a couple of roses for my wife yesterday, and so she took the roses as if they were a bouquet, and she danced around. No, she's the sweetest girl.
There you go. I know. We did something similar. We tried to order special food from a special takeout and stuff like that. But for example, my sister in Miami, when her anniversary came, they were already allowed to go out, but limited. So they were able to go to a restaurant, and how it worked was they had to go in with masks. There were only I think 3 tables at a time, and you can only take off the mask once you sat down on your table, and then you would have to put the mask on if you had to move to the bathroom or when you left. But hey, man, congrats to them. I know my mom was going crazy and mad and nervous, but she was like, "Hey, man, I've been stuck for 3 months. I'm gonna take some risks," and she did that. So who knows if that is the next step in Panama? Maybe we will be allowed to go to restaurants, very little amounts of people at a time.
The interesting thing is there's no blueprint for this. There's no precedent. I mean, we can look at maybe Spain or Italy or what's going on there and kind of adapt it here, but.
Yeah.
The truth is, nobody should be judging anybody in the way they're trying things. Somebody want to keep it safe. You should always keep it safe. I mean, somebody want to be more conservative when they do. Somebody wants to take a different approach. There's no blueprint for what's going on right now. Everybody just need to.
Yeah, I think you're completely right, my friend. I think nobody. The biggest thing is don't judge either way. If somebody is taking higher risks, that's their prerogative. If you want to take more risk, you can't be judged for that as well. I know I have a group of friends, and some of us are a little more risky than others, and we just accept it. And hey, man, everybody's got to be true to themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't put others at risk and you respect how they want to handle it, I think it's fair game in a way.
Agree. Hey, before you leave, what is the first activity you guys are jonesing to do once the quarantine is over? What are you guys super missing that you want to get back to? As a family, as a family, as a couple, as a single guy, give me your take. What is the first thing you guys want to do?
I mean, hands down, no discussion. We're going to the beach.
There you go.
We need some sun and sand, and maybe spend a weekend anywhere. I mean, it's kind of been like I don't know if the phrase is a guilty pleasure, but I've been following more and more hotels and sites and inns around Panama that I used to follow a lot of places to make my wish list.
Okay.
It's like I make it bigger. Like now that I'm more locked in, I made it my mission to make my wish list bigger. So there's places in Chiriquí and there's places in Provincias Centrales that I want to go. There's so many places that I want to see in Panama, and most of them are beach related, most definitely.
I completely agree. I think me and Alex are waiting for the quarantine completely dropping, or maybe they open up the La Provincia de Panama so we can actually try to go to the beach. We are jonesing for some beach time. Anyways, my friend, thank you so much for joining me. I know you got a vamoose. You got some meetings to go to.
I do. This is
You're a busy man. You're a man. You're a man with a plan. As I said at the beginning, you got stuff to do, places to go.
Yeah, man. But I don't want to go before saying a big hug to everybody out there listening. Keep safe, keep it cool, keep it to the essentials. And if you're hungry, remember, order Papa John's, papajohns.com.pa. And we also actually have an app. We launched an app since last we talked.
Oh, really?
I didn't tell you about. And yeah, you can download it in Android, iOS, or even Huawei App Gallery. And right now, we actually have on your if you've never ordered Papa John's and you download the app, you actually will get a 40% discount on your first order. We're using the code Papa App 40.
There you go, Papa App 40.
If you have ordered Papa, Papa App 40, and if you have ordered the app, if you have ordered Papa John's before, you have like a personal code you can share with other people who haven't ordered. And on their first order, they will get 50% off, and you will get Papa points, which are loyalty points. So it's a good deal all around. And remember that pizza of the month, 6 cheese, which is awesome with garlic parmesan crust.
It's really delicious. Anyways, Nacho, thank you so much for joining us, man. This was fun. And remember, guys, papajohns.com.pa. Order online, free delivery. I'm not kidding, free delivery. You don't have to deal with that. Free delivery. Beautiful stuff. And download the app, and you get on your first order 40% off. I repeat, 40% off. Just Papa App 40. That's the code. Papa, P-A-P-A, App, A-P-P, 40. There you go. Nacho, thank you so much for joining me. And remember, guys, before he leaves, let me ask one more question for another family-size free pizza. Yes, for the first person to answer. And the question is, it was announced that they're making another Ninja Turtles movie, animated Ninja Turtles movie. Yes, those pizza-loving turtles are back with an animated movie. Which famous comedian, very famous comedian, will produce this film? The first person to answer at 6301-2810, 6301-2810 will get a free family-size pizza from Papa John's. Nacho, thank you so much for joining, man. I will see you soon.
I love pop culture.
And we are back with Pop Culture. I'm Andres Clemente, your host. And congratulations to Gustavo. Yes, he is back. He hasn't written to us in a while, but he is back today. And he won the second free pizza from Papa John's. Congratulations, Gustavo. Oh, man, lovely to see you back, my friend. Lovely to see you back. He's been sending me a lot of info regarding the new Charlize Theron show, which is pretty cool. It looks really good. I think it's going to be on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I'm wrong, Gustavo. Let me know if I'm wrong. Anyways, in this last half hour, last 20 minutes, I want to talk to you guys about a little bit of La Liga, a little bit of my team Barcelona and what's happening over there. I've been trying to shy away. I've been trying to stay away from it because I'm not happy as a fan of the team. The team is not doing well. They are not completely done, like losing, but it's really hard for them to get back and win La Liga now. I think Real Madrid, with the result they got yesterday they won 1-0 against Getafe. With that result, they are 4 points away with 5 games left. And if you see the schedule, the 5 games left are not really that strong. So if you tell me now, I think Real Madrid has a lock on it, but we got 5 games, that's 15 points, and they're 4 points away. Anyways, let's focus a little bit on Barcelona, and then we'll move over to Madrid. Barcelona has tied 3 of the last 4 games. They have been games, for example, against Celta, who is battling to not get relegated to second division. They have tied against Atletico de Madrid, and they have tied against, I am missing a tie, against Sevilla. 2 of those games, or even maybe 3 of those games, they got tied. Meaning they were winning 2-1 and they got tied. Which is a huge problem because it lacks some commitment. It lacks that lacks some focus, lacks some even some physicality, some stamina, etc., etc. And you can tell that ever since Neymar left the team in the way he left, Barcelona has never recovered. That team got paid a lot of money for Neymar at the moment. And we have squandered that money. Because with that money, we purchased Dembélé, who has been more injured than actually playing. Coutinho, who was a big misfire. and we actually have him on loan in Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich don't even want to buy him. So now Barcelona is stuck with this player again, and they don't know what to do with him. And we signed Antoine Griezmann, a World Cup winner. None of these three players have gelled well with the team at all. And funniest part is, or ironically enough, Neymar, ever since he got to Paris, has wanted to come back to Barcelona. So you just start asking yourself, why did this happen? Why did the board or the Junta Directiva did not sit with Neymar and try to talk him down? Why did this end up happening? And more than that, why has the board made these purchases or these signings without really thinking them through? I remember Dembélé. The only reason they signed Dembélé at that time is because they could not sign Coutinho. So they thought, we got to give something to the fans. So they signed Dembélé because it was going to be either or. But what ended up happening is that Coutinho was available in December, only 4 months later. And they signed him then. So they spent twice the money. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. And to be honest, I was the one defending that signing. I thought Coutinho was going to make a great addition to the team. He did not. It seemed like a player that really needed the ball on his feet. And in Barcelona, while Messi is there, you will never, ever be the guy with the ball on your feet. It's going to be Lionel Messi. That's just a fact. Then Antoine Griezmann happened in the summer, or it was going to happen. And he came out, literally made a TV show of him saying, I am not going to Barcelona. I'm going to stay in Atletico de Madrid. After months of will he or won't he, etc., etc. Finally, a season went through after that, and Barcelona boards of directors again decided to go after Griezmann. What? To that one, I said, no, we should not do it. This player publicly rejected a Barcelona offer. We should not do it. But again, it seems like this board of directors is making decisions to sell shirts. But they are forgetting that the biggest variable that sells shirts is winning tournaments, is being a winning team. And they haven't won the Champions League in like 4 years. They haven't even been competitive in the Champions League in 4 years. That's not completely true. Last year they got to the semifinals, but they left the championship in a blaze of glory. Well, not glory, in a blaze of fire, I guess, with a 4-0 against Liverpool. But they keep making mistakes. To the point that this year, when they fired Valverde in the middle of the season, which Barcelona never used to do, coaches would end the season and they get fired or they would move on. That's how they worked for a long time. But for some reason, after a Copa del Rey, they decided to fire Valverde. And you know who was not happy about that? The players. And they came out and said it. And the board some of the board of the directors said, like, no. The thing is, the players didn't want Valverde. And none other than Lionel Messi went on social media and said, that is a lie. The players did not want him out. It was you. Do not put that on us. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he said. So obviously the board of directors is not getting along with the players, and it's not starting. It's been showing on the field. We've been looking at the field. They're not happy. They're not playing well. They keep hiring coaches that do not fit the mold. Like, I don't know what's going on. I am really nervous as a fan. It seems like very, very probable we're not going to win anything this year as a team. La Liga is pretty much in Real Madrid's pocket. Champions League is starting, but again, Lionel Messi said, with the way we're playing, we're not winning Champions League. He said it before the pandemic. He said it. And they're not getting any better. Not at all. You know what's funny, though? They signed, when Luis Suarez went down, they signed a Danish player called Brainwade, which nobody really knew. He played for Leganés. But they were like, Quique Setién even said, like, I like this guy, bring him on. Guess what? The guy plays awesome with the team. You can tell from the first game, you could tell Messi actually had a link with him. He can connect. You know who cannot connect with Messi? Antoine Griezmann. He has no idea what he's doing. Please, one of the biggest games of the year, Atletico Madrid, this week, like a couple of days ago, Griezmann did not play. He came in the 90th minute to play the last 4 minutes of the game. You're talking about a star World Cup winner, a Pichichi of the World Cup. And when Barcelona needed a goal, they never thought of Griezmann. The coach never thought of Griezmann. So yes, there's a huge internal turmoil happening in that club, and it is affecting the way they play. And worst of all, we are losing the little years Lionel Messi has left as a all-time player. We are. He's getting old. He's 33 years old. How long do we think he's going to be able to be the best player in the world? Probably not very long. But yes, on the other side of the pond, Real Madrid, everything's going right to them. Everything's going right. Everybody's happy with Zidane. Sergio Ramos is an amazing captain. I can't say he seems like a really not cool person, but he's a great captain. He's a true leader. Yesterday, you know who scored that one goal that got him to 4 points ahead? Sergio Ramos, the captain, the central defender. That's how much spirit that man plays with. So yeah, Real Madrid, everything's looking like roses for Real Madrid right now. And watch out, because sports is a momentum thing. The team that has the most momentum will play better. That is a fact. It's not proven statistically, but is a fact. Momentum is a thing. And Real Madrid right now have all the momentum. And if they get with all this momentum to the Champions League August, watch out. Because they're playing City, pretty tough team. But City, on the other hand, their momentum is really down right now. Today, they lost their best player to Bayern Munich, Leroy Sané. So, look out with Madrid, man. Look out with Madrid. Anyways, let's take another break and we'll be right back with my goodbyes for the weekend, guys.
I need pop culture.
And we are back with Pop Culture. I'm Andres Clemente, your host. I just, thank you, Gustavo. He was writing me a couple of news bites about Barcelona. And I just read the fact that Lionel Messi, and this is reported by Cadena Ser and ESPN. So it's a legitimate source saying that Lionel Messi asked to halt negotiations to extend his contract past 2021 with Barcelona. I'll repeat. Messi has asked to stop negotiating with Barcelona to renew his contract after 2021, meaning that they need to trade or sell him this year to get some money. If not, if he doesn't renew his contract, he will be gone next year for free. That's what that means. So, you guys remember when I said there's a problem? Now there's a huge problem. Now this doesn't even categorize as a problem. This is categorized as a massive crisis. That the team captain, the leader, the best player in the world, and I'm not saying because he has the trophy for the best player of the world this year. He has said, I am fed up with this board. I am moving on after the next year. How is that president, Bartomeu, still in office? How has he not been fired? They keep firing coaches. Fire that guy. Bring elections fast. I have no idea, guys. I am a huge fan. You guys know this, and I can't believe it. I would be so hurt and so disappointed with the board, not with Messi. Messi has given 15 years to Barcelona, even more. He has proven himself. He has given Barcelona 3 Champions Leagues, sorry. He's good. 4 actually. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, there's only one way to save this. One way. And the board needs to act on it fast. Quique Setién needs to go. Xavi Hernandez needs to come in. And Xavi Hernandez needs the board's word that he's coming in next season so he can call Messi and say that. Because in my opinion, him or Guardiola are the only coaches Messi will stay in Barcelona for right now, as things are right now. Unless they name his dad a coach or something. But yeah, only way, because they're not winning anything. Because by the way, Messi's not only pissed off with the board, he's mad at the team's quality. Yeah, The team's not working. The team's not working. And it hasn't been working for quite a while. The thing is, La Liga Champions and Copa del Rey's finals and stuff like that has kind of like helped. But this is just sad, man. But it's just sad. And hey, Gustavo's mentioning the fact that he's a Real Madrid diehard fan, and he's sad for this to happen because you know what? Lionel Messi is in La Liga. Lionel Messi being in La Liga makes La Liga one of the best in the world. The moment he leaves, we take a second tier, guys. The same thing happened when Cristiano Ronaldo left. When Cristiano Ronaldo left, La Liga lost a little bit of prestige. They did. Imagine if Messi leaves now. It happened when Neymar left. It happened when Cristiano Ronaldo left. It's going to happen when Messi leaves. Who's going to be the big star for Barcelona or for La Liga when that happens? De Jong? Frankie De Jong? Luis Suarez? Luis Suarez is 33. He's going to leave with Messi probably. Sergio Ramos is going to be the big draw to the Liga? No, it's not. Hazard? No, it's not going to happen. I'm just saying. Anyways, that has been the show for me today, my friends. I'm sorry I end on a little sad note. The thing is, I just got the news and I am really upset. There's no other way of saying it. There's no other way of saying it. This is upsetting. Upsetting for a fan. Upsetting for a soccer enthusiast. Fan upsetting for an analyst. I like to consider myself. I know the sport a little bit. But yeah. Well, guys, take care. I'll be back next week, and we have a couple of shows that seem really fun, and I hope you join, because one of them is going to be, I want to compare Hamilton live. Yes, watching Hamilton live in the theater and watching it on TV, because today, Hamilton, recorded professionally, premiered on Disney+. So if you have any way of checking it out, check it out. And I will be talking with a guest next week. We will compare and contrast Hamilton live, Hamilton TV. It should be very, 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 very fun. Also, we have Theater in the New Normal segment happening on Wednesday. We are going to be talking sports, NBA. It's coming. It's getting closer and closer. Be aware of that. It's going to be a fun couple of shows for pop culture, so join in. Remember, if you did not catch the interview today, you can check it out on YouTube at the Grada channel. Yes, they will be posted. The recordings for the shows will be posted there. And remember as well, I started my own RSS feed for podcasts. So there's a podcast now called Pop Culture with Andres Clemente. Check it out. You can subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcast, whatever platform you guys use. Guys, take care. I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Andres Clemente signing off. Tune in to Pop Culture from Monday to Friday at noon. We'll be back.